Hi, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Behind the Likes. I'm Shy.
And I'm Winter.
And we're back again for another one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Ski.
So,
do y'all like her bandana?
Oh, yeah. I was feeling a little gang affiliated today. No, I was at first going to be like, try to be like one of the New York fashion girlies.
Oh, she's a fashion girl.
But that's just not. So I was like, what if I just draped it over my shoulder?
Wait, I can't help but look this way.
And oh my God. Okay, so Shy, do you just want to tell the people what's going on with you?
So what happened was I feel like my hair is short. So these are our merch hats. These are two of our 4 or 5 merch hats? Or 3? 4. 4? Mm-hmm. So these are 2 of our merch hats. One is Send the Funds, and what is Winter's?
Bad bitches listen to Behind the Likes, of course.
So my plans were to actually, do this, have a little ponytail moment. But you know how when the ponytail be too low to be put in right here?
You should have just opened it. Just snap it open.
Still...
Okay, T, I get it. Send the funds. Bad bitches listen to Behind the Likes. We are about to drop merch, guys. Keep an eye out for it.
We honestly could drop it tomorrow. I was thinking that. We could drop this. By the time you are watching this, it will be on our website.
You know what? We're going to drop it now. I think we should do a rollout, though.
Oh, we've been talking about this. It's on Patreon. It's everywhere.
I know, but we should at least post on Instagram stories a little bit so everybody can see.
What y'all think?
What y'all think?
Well,
of course, they tap in all the time. We want everybody to...
Yeah. I don't know. I think we've been talking about it for a pretty second. We've talked about it on the podcast multiple times. But whatever you want to do, baby girl. This is your world. I'm living in it. I feel like Ray J. Every single conversation. But yeah, it's cute. It's a little situation. So
also, by the way, guys, I am actually very sick right now. So if my energy is a little low, it's because I am sick. I have a cough drop in my mouth. I am trying to pull it together, but I do have a headache. My sinuses are up. I'm snotty. What?
Let's wait 10 minutes till we say
Oh, did I cuss?
No, it's okay. I was just talking with you. You asked me what I said. What I was looking at. I was just looking at you.
Wait. So let's get into this. I really do not feel good right now.
You really don't?
I really have.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like we be sick every other week, every 3 weeks.
Do we?
Low key, remember when we were sick? It's about to be the end of summertime, so that's normal, I guess.
Is that when people get sick?
I get sick about 3 times a year, 3-4 times.
I don't get sick that often. People for some reason think I get sick a lot, but I really don't.
You do get sick a lot.
No, I don't.
I literally do.
I swear to God,
I just sent you stuff from Walgreens not too long ago.
That was 6 months ago, Shy.
I'll look it up on my DoorDash.
Look it up. I swear it was 6 months ago. Oh. And what was that sickness? Remember, I thought it was strep throat, but it wasn't.
We also put by the time you've seen this, we put the Patreon up.
For the Ski Mask, the Slump God concert. We went to the concert. How did you feel at that concert? Was it a good time for you? Was it fun?
Yeah, I had a blast. I had a good time. I had a really good time.
Yeah, we had fun. We went with Ryan.
Ryan's part of the Patreon vlog as well.
Yes, it was a good time.
And since we're here, also do not forget to get those tickets. We are selling out really quickly. We only have a few tickets left, so be sure to go grab those while you are here, while you can, because we are going to have a few tricks up our sleeves. We're going to have a few surprises. So it's not just going to be a regular live show. It is going to be an upper echelon live show.
I'm scared.
I know. Honestly, I'm a little nervous too.
I texted her the other night and I was like, oh my God, I'm thinking about it and we're really going to have to be in front of hundreds of people doing the podcast.
Yeah.
It sounds cool when we just say oh yeah, we're doing a live show.
But
when we're we're going to have to be in that moment with hundreds of people and it's
and hopefully y'all, they're going to be feeding us. They're going to be giving us the energy, the vibe, everything that we need. But I am nervous too. And you know how I always be like, I'll thrive in a crowd. Baby, I ain't never been in that type of situation. I don't know how I'm going to be. I really don't. I don't know how I'm going to be.
I think that, I don't know.
I know, but I think that we're just going to hope for the best because people are there to see us. They love us. And, we love y'all. So we appreciate y'all for showing up, for buying those tickets, for buying those meet and greets, for buying those general admission, for buying just anything to support us. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And we just hope that y'all keep on rocking with us because we rocking with y'all. And Mark.
I just look like a little Latino man right now, but okay.
You do look like a little.
Look. What's up with y'all? No.
I'm crying.
But, okay, so how was your week been, booby boo?
My week has been cool. My week has been great.
What's been going on?
From after the Ski Mask, we filmed Thursday, and we were late one day. My apologies. But
it was our fault.
You know what? I ain't put you on blast when it was your fault months ago.
When was it my fault? What, when I had COVID?
No, when we lied and said I had COVID.
I thought you did have COVID.
No, I was just sick, but you it didn't answer the phone because you had.
I was on a bender.
Yeah, and I took the bullet while people were cursing me out in the DMs. You sick ass.
True. That's true.
Yeah, and I like literally, I be getting cursed.
We already admitted to that
6 months later, but
we've been admitted to that.
We actually did it probably like a month ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we already admitted to my wrongdoing. So what about your wrongdoing?
Yeah, we should have admitted to it on the live show or something. No. But no, so after that, I flew out to Houston. Literally the next day, from Thursday, Friday, I was in Houston for my little nephew, his baby. It's so weird being a great aunt and seeing my little nephew. Well, my oldest sister is 17 years older than me. So obviously she had kids like around the same time I was born. Mm-hmm. My oldest nephew is 3 years younger than me. And then they're like little stepping stones from there. It's like 29. Well, I'm 29 too, so we're the same age. But okay. 29, 27, 20. I don't know. I don't do the math. You do it. But, you know, it's so weird, like, seeing them be, like, grown men having, like, their own little life, be, like, men and have families and houses. And, like, it's just, like, such a weird, sort of, like, it just makes me so happy. Right. And I was like, I'm so proud of you. And he was like, what you proud of? You thought I wasn't going to be shit with my life? Right. I was like, the way you was going, nigga, I don't know. You know?
That's how it be. Wait, so what was it for, though?
It was for his daughter's 2nd birthday. Oh. And, like, you know, I have way too many nieces and nephews to go to every single one, but he told me like 3 months in advance, so I couldn't make up a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't want them to feel any nepotism or anything for each one.
Nepotism?
Favoritism.
Oh.
Sorry, taught you a new word, demure. But but literally, I don't want them to have any like favoritism, like feel any like favoritism or like anything towards that, because there's so many of them. But he was like, I told you 3 months in advance.
Yeah.
But so much had even just happened, like, in Houston.
Really?
I mean, it wasn't Houston. We went to Dallas.
Texas. Just say Texas.
Yeah, because I always get confused with those two. Yeah, it was. So 4 of my sisters were there. One of them, she couldn't come because she got 3 kids who just started school, whatever. I don't even know if I want to get into it because it makes me sad. Like, what? I didn't even tell you.
You haven't told me anything, so I'm confused.
I know, because yesterday I was just emotionally drained.
What? What happened?
So, literally...
Well, now you done brought it up.
I know. So literally we were there Friday, and the baby's birthday was Saturday. So Friday we had a great time. I got to see all my family members. You know, I was with my nephew the whole time. Saturday we celebrated the baby birthday. My mom and my dad were out there too as well. They came in from Louisiana, and so we were having a great time. We had a blast. Like we had a little pool party. I get to see Dalen. I got to see Sir, my sister, and my other 2 nephews.
Love Sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like literally, I love all of them. So it was like I was in auntie mode for real. So my dad, you know, my dad always gets a little lit sometimes in these family functions. He don't drink no other time. Like it's a celebration every time we link up, literally. So by the end of the night, like, he was wasted. He was high. My dad's been smoking weed for as long as I can remember. My dad has been smoking weed since he was like 14, 15 years old. That's nothing new to me at all. But he was like lit. And you know, my parents are older. They're 70. You know, that always I always be on different subjects. But when I was younger, that used to like make me feel away when people would be like, your parents old. I'm like, bro, my parents, I'm the youngest of 5 siblings, like of 5 daughters.
Yeah.
So my parents had me at like 30 something. But so by the end of the night, my dad was like wasted. He was lit. So we take him back to the hotel. He was like my nephew, and I guess my brother-in-law have to like literally carry my dad.
I'm not trying to laugh.
No, it's a lot. So my nephew and
I'm just imagining you getting your dad fucked up to that extent.
He gets lit, and like he be fine. Like my dad is like, y'all, my dad is like me. Like my dad is a great time. Like he can keep up. Like he be smoking, drinking, cracking jokes, you know. But we forget that he's 70. You know what I'm saying?
He's too old for all that.
He's too old for all of that.
Yeah.
So we carry him up. He cracking jokes on the way there, and like we thinking everything's cool. We're leaving, ready to go out. You know what I'm saying? About to go out. We leave the hotel. 5 seconds later, my sister texts me and is like, "Daddy fell." Something like this traumatic had happened like 10 years prior, and the scar that happened that happened 10 years ago reopened. And I feel bad to even say this right now, but I was annoyed.
Why?
Because I'm like, even though I helped him get to that level, I'm like, you too old to like be falling. And
well, no, because older people start to fall.
I know, exactly. Older. I know, and I got that, and I understood that. So when I got to the hotel, I was annoyed automatically. At first, I'm just like, he fell. What do you mean he fell? So I get to the hotel, blood everywhere. My dad still chill, still fine. Obviously, still a little.
Well, you know,
like,
when you hit your head, it's a lot.
Exactly,
of blood.
It's blood everywhere. Yeah. So it's blood everywhere. The gash is open. and so my mom is hyperventilating, about to pass out damn near. So we go to the hospital. I wasn't disrespectful, but I was just like, you too old to be doing this. You too old. You 70 years old. You need to pick one. You need to stop drinking and smoking. You need to pick one or the other. And I was like look where you at right now. And I was just kind of mean, and I was just like,
oh, so you were being mean to him?
I wasn't being mean, but how I'm talking to you is how I was saying it to it. So you
were being stern.
I was stern, and it wasn't the right place or the right time. And in that moment, I didn't even realize that. And even afterwards, I was just like, you got to do better. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's like the pot calling the kettle black. We were both taking shots together. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then the moment I left my dad, and I left, and I was on my way back to LA, I can't even, like, I felt bad.
Why are you crying?
I know, and I just didn't.
You feel guilty?
I just felt like, I felt like I want you here, you know? Like,
yeah, don't cry.
No, I know, I'm sorry, but I just felt like.
What, you felt like you were being a bitch? No, for real.
Yes, and I just felt like just conviction, because I just felt bad for like, it came from a place of love, but I just, you know how when you just mean to your parents?
Yeah.
And then you just feel horrible about it. And I'm just like, bro, this man is 70 years old. Right. I'm like reprimanding him, and he could literally like die. You know, like,
let's not go that far.
But I just felt horrible for it, and I just felt like, you know, I just kept being apologetic.
Right.
I just felt like I need you here, you know, and I just am afraid that you're 70 years old and you're just drinking and you're doing these things, and it's just like, I just need you here, and I just didn't express it properly, you know?
I understand exactly what you mean. Yeah. I get it, and there's been times where I've been mean to my mom about shit, and she's been really sensitive about it and cried about it, and I felt so guilty.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean. Like, I need you here. I need you to be responsible. I need you to take care of yourself, because, like, what am I going to do without you?
Yeah, and it's just like, what am I going to do without my parents? Like, what am I, like, I love you. Like, I love you to no end, and it's just like, you can't keep doing. You can't keep falling.
Don't feel guilty.
Like that,
Don't feel guilty.
I'm still beating myself up about that, and that was literally like Saturday night. It's literally Tuesday, you know. And like I've talked to my dad since then. I'm respectful to my parents, you know. Like I never really disrespectful like that. My parents really didn't have many issues with me, like except the internet. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just like I didn't like how my approach was, and I just felt really bad about it. And I've been beating myself up about it, and I've been talking to my sisters, and
what were your sisters saying? They were like,
my sisters was like, one of them was like, no, he could do what he want to do. He was like, he's 7 years old. He don't be doing that all the time. He's with us. And she was like, yeah, moderation. And she was like, but you also should have known when and where to say things. And I was like, shut up.
Yeah, like, don't drag it and make it worse.
No. And she didn't.
I get it, but at the end of the day, it is natural to be frustrated with your parents when they're doing something that is putting themselves at risk.
Yeah, and it's like that. My mom. That's at the end of the day, we've all moved away, and my mom. That's all they got. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, I was frustrated seeing my mom cry. Like, I was frustrated, and I didn't think in the moment that this man, like, this could be something so traumatic for a 70-year-old. A fall could literally be very detrimental. So it was just like, in that moment, I don't know. I need to stop beating. My mom was like, "It's okay, baby." Like, she was fine about it, but yesterday I was not okay.
You don't need to beat yourself up over that. That's completely normal. Like, I'm telling you, I've experienced it myself. I'm sure our viewers have dealt with that. Yeah. It's hard seeing your parents do something that you feel like, what are you doing? Like, why would you put yourself at risk when I need you to be my parent? Like, you know,
and
like,
I know he was just here having a good time. Like, he not just out drinking and smoking every single day. He's like,
I completely feel you. I 100%. Oh my God. When I was younger and my mom would smoke cigarettes, I would get so furious at my mom. I would hide her cigarettes. Yeah. I would like do all these things that I'd be so pissed off. And even now as an adult, sometimes, you know, that happens too, when it comes out, and like I'll be mean to my mom or whatever, and then I'll go back and I'll feel so guilty about it and so bad about it. But it's completely fine. You don't need to beat yourself up over that, because it's fine. What? Why are you smiling
about it?
Why are you smiling?
I know I'm not. I'm just like sad about it, you know. But I'm gonna it'll be fine. I just want him to be better.
I'm sure he understands as well. He's probably like, okay, well, and I'm sure he's heard it from every single one of y'all. Like, literally, it's not, you're not the first, you're probably not going to be the last. Like, it's just probably hitting you because, like, it's never been you.
Yeah, it's never been me.
To do it or say it.
Everybody was just like, and then it wasn't just him being drunk. He was trying to, like, put down a suitcase. Like, he was trying to do something, and I didn't know that's what he was trying to do. So when you lit, and you, like anybody lit, and when you're trying to put a suitcase thing down, he loses his balance.
Right,
so like, it wasn't just, like, him being tipsy. It was just the multitude of things that I didn't know. And I'm sitting here while you're in the hospital bed. You need to do better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like, ugh. But whatever. I mean, you know, he knows my heart.
It's like when you have a kid and your kid does something terrible and hurts themselves, and you're like, "Are you a fucking idiot? I love you so much.
I love you so much, you know." But and then it's just been like a lot of things with just everything else. Like it's just been a lot of just different things, and I'm just, I just don't need anymore. Yeah, I'm just a little mentally overwhelmed.
I feel you.
You know.
What else do you feel like you're mentally overwhelmed about?
I'm not talking about that one.
What?
We talked about it on the Patreon a little bit, but it's just gotten
that stuff.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten better, and it's just a lot.
Yeah,
I just feel like I'm gonna cry.
I feel you. If y'all would have known you were depressed yesterday, we could have cried together. Because I was crying all day yesterday.
I was crying all day yesterday. I'm crying right now.
Literally saying,
like, oh my God.
Do you know I was crying on the plane back to LA yesterday, and the flight attendant caught me crying, and then I was like, let me get up and go to the bathroom so I can cry, and it smelled so fucking nasty. I was like, I cannot cry in here.
No, yesterday I caught, because my sister, we're in a sisterly group chat, and my sister was like, Daddy coughing. I was like, oh my God. So literally I called her and I was crying, and she was like, you an ugly crier. I was like, wait, no, I'm not. I was like, no, I'm not. Literally, but yes, I'm literally so fucking depressed right now, and I'm trying to pull it together, and I'm just trying to show up, and I'm trying to be here.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, oh my God, it is hard. Even in Texas, I was like, I have to put on a face around my family. Yep. And that's like hard to do too. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, when is it gonna be okay? When is it gonna be better? When is it gonna be like, just when
you're gonna be happy again? I feel you. Don't cry. I understand.
I'm so sad.
Shy. I am too, but I don't want you to be sad.
I'm trying to not be right now, and I'm just, oh my God.
I'm not trying to laugh, but I never see Shy be depressed like me. Like, so her opening up like this,
because I'm usually by myself, you know?
Yeah.
And I like to be, but
I feel like we're probably going through the things that we're going through right now because it's just, we're having a rebirth right now. Like, honestly, I feel like everything around me is falling the fuck apart.
Yeah, same.
And that's how you feel. So hopefully it's because we're being reborn into something great and amazing. Like,
and the Aquarius full moon this year. It's been an Aquarius full moon for the past weekend.
Oh my goodness.
So it's just like, I mean, look, I'm good. I'm great. I'm never the type to think about slitting my wrist or anything like that. But it's just like,
I am.
Continue. I know, and that's why I don't like. You know how I'm
not serious. I say
no,
it
I know she's
jokingly,
but like I do like to be by myself when I'm going through it, and I know winter isn't really like that. So like that's why I don't mind. Like not mind, but like I'm able to be there for you even if I'm not at my best sometimes. But I just feel like yesterday I was like, I cannot do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
It's so funny. That's just so funny. Because honestly, you just really never know, like. Sometimes you never know what your friends are going through. Even when you guys are best friends, it's like, even with me, like, as of lately, I've been going through a lot, and I've been really depressed as well, and I just have not been wanting to put it on my friends because I'm like, they have their own shit going on, and I'm tired of being sad about the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't want to put it on them, even though I know I can, whatever. It's just like, sometimes you just are like, I just need to sit with this shit in myself, and like, I can't put this on nobody else. But I mean, at the end of the day, we do need to be there for each other more, because there's no reason there should be no reason why I don't know that you're going through these stuff, even though I was just gone for 2 days. Like, obviously,
and literally I was out of town,
you were gone
and
too.
I spoke with my.
Okay, so actually doesn't.
Yeah, it's completely fine. And I spoke with like my sisters, and I spoke with my mom, and like. It is a mental dump, you know what I'm saying, sometimes. And it is like, I do feel better. Like, you know, right now we have to talk about these situations, but I know I'm gonna feel better. I know that this too shall pass. I know that, you know, my mom used to say when I was younger, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I walk with faith, and, you know, and I like, even if I don't have the sight right now, I know that I'm going to be okay. And I know that, like, you know, everybody has these ways to where they deal with their own mental stress, their trauma, everyone has their ways. People go through shit. People will always go through things. And it is, you got to check on your strong friends sometimes, because I'm not the type that will cry all the time. I'm really not. I'm not the type.
She'll cry in private and then ignore everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
But, you know, it's got to keep your mental health first. I just been praying. I've been doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, I did this. 10-day journaling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to be active and do things like that, and just get back to, like, peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that too. Like, literally yesterday I was like, what are some things that I could do that will be proactively helping my mental health? Because I just like, even so I keep a journal. I've kept journals like pretty much my whole life, literally. And I just kind of like looked back on my journal and like I really have not been happy for like the last couple months. And like I'm reading the intros of all these entries and they're all like, I feel so empty. I feel so alone. I'm so sad. I want to restart my life. Sometimes I wish I could move away and disappear. It's like literally to the point where like yesterday I'm on the plane looking like, oh, what's it like to move to Spain? What's it like to move to Japan? Where can I, like, and then I have to sit there and tell myself, you can't just get up and move to a different country and disappear.
When shit gets hard.
Because look, when I went through a lot of stuff in, I think, what was it, 2017?
Yeah.
After I had the Bad Girls Club or whatever, I was so depressed. I was so suicidal. And I said, I got to get out of here. I have to leave LA. Within 2 weeks, I was up, gone, moved to Atlanta. But my problems didn't go away. They just came with me to Atlanta. And like, it only got worse. It only got darker. So like, I'm just trying to tell myself, like, you can't run away from your issues. You have to face them head on. You have to heal through them. You got to feel the emotions. Like, I'm just trying to figure out like what I can do to be productive and proactive, like just how you're saying, like I did a 10-day journal.
The best person.
Yeah, and it's hard. Like I was thinking about, you know, there's those retreats where you go and it's like no phones, no nothing.
I love that.
Like I want to look into that because I don't know. I also just feel like really in like a super lost place. Like right now, I think like I'm really just confused after my breakup, and then I think that I'm just the type of person that. It sounds sad when I say it, but like I am used to it. But like I don't really feel like I have any community or like I don't really feel like I have family. I don't really feel like I have a lot of friends. I'm not in a relationship. I don't have any kids. I'm not super into any religion. So sometimes I just feel like I'm like literally like walking the world on my own. And it just gets really, really lonely. And like I feel really empty a lot of the time. And obviously I'm thankful for my close friends. But like even you guys like are so blessed to like have your families. And like a lot of my friends have kids already. And like, I don't know, that's just really been fucking with me that I don't have these things to lean on. And I'm like, well, what can I do to get some type of faith going or like, you know, do something better with my friendships or my family, like, you know?
Yeah. And, you know, I would normally say that, like, getting to know you is the best part sometimes. It's like, because once you feel comfortable with you, like nobody else, any surrounding party, it doesn't matter. But like I'm comfortable with me. Like how I tell you all the time, like I go out by myself. I enjoy my own company. Like I don't need to talk to anyone. Like, you know, but it's, I think because I come from a big family and I've been filled with such chaos my entire life, my childhood. I am so completely placid with solitude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like for you, it's just a little different because you have had the solitude and it's just like, now I'm tired of the solitude. Like I want, you know, community and family. And it's just like, I think you're doing the right things and you're taking the right steps to do it, you know, but it's just, we are literally in that aspect, it's two different journeys for us, you know?
Oh yeah. I definitely think that plays a huge role too, because like like just how you said, like you always grew up with like a big family, like me, not like even the family that I grew up around, like I never felt connected, like even to my own mother I didn't feel connected. So I've always like yearned for that. Like I've written in my journal, like I just want to experience what it feels like to have family one time. And like I love my family members, like I know there are family members of mine that watch this, but my family even knows we're a very broken family. Like we rarely get together, we rarely speak, like. And when we do, like, it's just very different. It's not like the same how your family is. But I don't know. I know that we're going through a lot right now, but we're going to get through it. It's hard. We have each other. We have our friends. We have family, the family that we do have. The family that I do have. You have your family. Like, I'm so thankful for my mom as well.
We're good. But it is some shit. And I mean, it is, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm 21, it's just a lot. But
that's another thing. It's like, being 31 for me, like, okay, so I haven't talked about my week because I wanted to talk about this one thing, but just it's leading into it. Like, just being 31, I feel this pressure on me now. You know, like a pressure of like, okay, you can't keep dating fuckboys. You got to try to find a good man. You got to, you know, you can't be single for too long. Like, okay, you just got out of a relationship, but you're too grown to not be trying to figure out how to get into another one. Like, I know I need to take time for myself, but also I'm like, damn, I'm 31. I need to have some fucking kids. Like, you know, and I thought I was going to have kids with my ex. I thought that we were going to do that. I just feel this pressure on me, and it's like looming over me, like you're getting older.
Yeah.
And remember, like 2 podcasts ago, I was like, I'm over love, I'm over dating, I just feel over it, and blah, blah, blah. And I do really feel that way. But, you know, we had went out that night. Mm-hmm. Sorry guys, I'm freaking sick. We had went out that night. I had met some guy the night that we had went to level 8. It's on the Patreon, y'all. It's when I wear that little yellow dress.
Wait, you met somebody there?
That was the night that when I left you, when you left me to go home.
Oh yeah, I left like after level 8.
She got too drunk.
Yeah, well, I'm at that stage where I'm going home after dinner, like we said a few.
Because she was wasted. She couldn't hang literally if she wanted to. But anyways, no. So I ended up going out with my other friends after, and I met this guy, whatever, super cute, super good looking, whatever. Had good talk. We were like chatting it up, blah blah blah. So then get each other's number. We get to texting. We go out on a date. So, you know, I learned about him. He's a regular guy. He works a regular job. And when I say that, I mean he's not an athlete. Mm-hmm. He had asked like my dating history before and like, you know, what kind of guys you date. And I told him, I said, honestly, my last couple relationships have been with athletes. Like I've dated athletes. Mm-hmm. And just even like how he kind of reacted to it, it kind of sounded salty. Like he sounded kind of salty, like, oh, that's the type of man you want to deal with, and da 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 da, and like, oh, you think you're gonna find a good man fucking with athletes, and you know
he was probably a D1. Wait,
he played football in college. Of course, he played football in college. So it made sense. It made so much sense when I found out. But he was like, that's the type of man you want to do, and da da da.
He probably ain't know what he was gonna do with his life.
I said, hold on, right? I said, first of all, my ex is a good man. Keep in mind, I have dated a piece of shit athlete before, but I've dated a good man too, and I don't think that it's fair to just say that all athletes are trash, because everybody is their own person at the end of the day. But so he was salty about that. That was a little bit of a red flag to me, because I'm like, what you mad at me because I got, like, you know, that's the type of people that I be dating, like, you feel me, like, what you want me to say?
Yeah.
So, you know, we ended up going on a date. It was cool. We went to like a bunch of different places. We ended up getting drunk. We went to karaoke. Mm-hmm. We ended up making out, whatever, nothing crazy. And we had a really good time together. And, you know, he told me about him, and I liked the things about him. Like, he's like, he wanted to get married in 2 years. Yeah. Like, he's growner. He was 33. Yeah. So he's like, you know, a little older than what I normally date, which is perfect for me, because that's who I need to date.
Yeah, that's what you need to start dating.
I'm always dating 26-year-olds and shit. Yeah. So anyways.
Children.
So whatever, I'm like, you know, this is cool. He's into God, which I'm like, okay. I told him
something new.
Yeah, I told him, I said, look, I'm not super religious or anything. I do believe in God, but like, I just need to let you know that, because like, I'm not like a super Bible thumper. Like, you just have to be up on game, and I want to be transparent. And it was fine. We're texting the next day. We were on the phone the next day for like 30 minutes. He even was like, why don't you follow me on Instagram? Like, blah, blah, blah. So I had followed him on Instagram for a second, right? And I told him, I said, honestly, I really don't normally do that. And he was like, ew, like, and I know in his mind, he's thinking I'm saying like, I think I'm too good or something. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, people genuinely be in my fucking business. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't think that I'm better than you or I'm too famous or anything like that. I'm very, very like humble when it comes to shit like that. But I have never followed a man that I have dated or fucked with or nothing. But I was like, you know what? I'll follow him. Yeah. I'll follow him, because you know what? I don't want him to think this of me. But it's just like these little things. And then even the night that I met him, he had come up to me, and I was like, do you know me? And because I was like, why? He just walked up to me and hugged me and acted like he knew me.
I'm crying.
And I said, do you know me?
Not the okie doke.
Right. I was like, do you know me? And he tried to say that he thought I was saying it like, do you know who I am? And I was like, I was not saying it like that. And that is not what I meant when I was saying I didn't want to follow you. I'm just trying to keep my privacy private. Like, you get what I mean?
He already insecure.
I'm telling you, it was just these little tiny things. But everything was fine.
Yeah.
Everything was fine. Like, he was cool. He was sweet. He was cute. I was like, this is something that I could make work. Like, when we went out, he paid for everything. I'm like, cool, you ain't broke. Like, you know, blah, blah, blah. So why did he ghost me? I've never been ghosted a day in my life. A day in my life, I've never been ghosted.
So y'all had one good date, right?
Yeah, we had one good date. We were talking and texting and everything was fine. We texted after the date. He made me follow him after the date. We were on the phone after the date. The last text that we even were talking was he was at work or some shit. And I was like, oh yeah, like, how's it going?
What does he do for work?
I don't want to say because I don't want nobody to put the pieces together. But it's a good job. He has a good job. He's a creative.
So is it like a job that's like a 9 to 5? Oh, he's a creative.
It's not a 9 to 5, but it is like a real job.
Okay.
But I like the job. Like I felt like, you know, I could get with this because this kind of the type of shit I'm into anyway. So like, I'm not mad at you not being an athlete. Like, this is great. Like, I would love to marry a man like this.
It's like the audacity to ghost me after I'm trying something different anyway.
Right. And then, bro, and then it was just like just even the stuff that he was saying. Like, I had even tried to quit talking to him via text because he had said something that was a little red flaggy to me that sounded a little male podcasty, and you know I don't play that shit. And I was like, bye, I really don't want to text you anymore, you're annoying me. And he was like, you know, you're gonna just like not even speak about it and communicate. Keep in mind, this man talking about, oh yeah, he's actually about to go into therapy because he wants to make sure he could be the best possible man he could be for his future wife. And, you know, communication is everything to him.
The only reason why he ghosted you is it's his own insecurities.
I think so.
It's 1,000% his own insecurities. He feels like he isn't man enough to get he isn't man enough to what you are used to.
And I'm like, is that it? Because I never implied that. Like, I was like, okay, I could feel this. Like, I was like, I definitely want to sleep with you. I was like, I can't wait to give him some coochie. Like,
and you know, women know that. You know,
women know that off the bat if they want to sleep with somebody eventually. Like, they know whatever. And so whatever, we were texting, checking on him at work. He never responds to that, right? Next day, doesn't say anything. I call him because, you know, we're out, we're lit. It's the freaking ski mask.
I got that
thing
on the Patreon.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Literally, I think that's why I was like, maybe you should watch that Patreon video.
Is his name in the thing?
No.
Oh, okay. I had called him, right? And it was kind of late, but I was like, whatever, I'll wake him up. Like, he be out too. So I was just going to see if he's out, whatever. He doesn't answer the phone. I'm like, whatever, it's like he's probably asleep. So he doesn't answer, never texts me back, never calls me back. And then I hit him the next day and I'm like, hey, are you okay? Because at this point I'm like, are you even alive? Because I've never been ghosted before. I don't even know.
She's quick to think somebody dead if they don't respond.
I'm going
in like 3 hours.
I went on his pictures to see if people were saying R.I.P.
You're sick. You're sick.
I was like, I've never been ghosted. I don't know how this works. Like, so he's alive. He actually posted on Instagram yesterday.
Wait, did you unfollow him?
Yes, I been unfollowed him. I unfollowed him the first day. I said, bitch, you ain't about to play with me. But he still follows me, so I don't know. It's weird.
Make somebody, you know what's a pet peeve of mine? When somebody unfollows me but they don't make me unfollow them back on Instagram. Like, you can unfollow me, I don't give a damn.
Oh no, I'll let him follow me. He needs to see me.
No, as a woman it's fine, but like when men, like I've seen men like follow, and like even homies, people that I'm cool with, well, like I don't know what they be doing, be following and unfollowing. I don't want to follow you if you're not following me. Make me unfollow you back. I hate that shit when I see it.
Yeah, but I did unfollow him, and immediately the first day that he didn't text me back, I said, click. I waste no time. I waste no time. I don't even need an inclination that you playing some fucking games with me. But
it's his inadequacies.
Is that what it is? Because I'm like,
inadequacies as a man.
I'm like, you can't communicate that?
Yeah.
And I don't get it. I just don't get it.
What can he say? That may feel like emasculated and be like, well, I don't feel like I'm enough for you as a man because I'm not a football player or an athlete.
I don't.
That's his own. You don't, like, at this point, at the age that we're at, you don't have to, like, no, you shouldn't have to give a man the confidence that he should already be having.
No, yeah,
that's
I know. Trust me.
You know
I don't want to deal with no shit like that ever in my fucking life. No nigga who ain't got no fucking confidence, bitch. Get out my face.
Or to make me feel like.
But keep in mind, I told him, I was like, you know, in my past, I've dealt with men who have been insecure. He's like, I'm not insecure about anything. I don't get nervous about stuff. Like, I can handle it. Like, but you know, they always say that. They always say that until the shit get real. But I don't know. We only went on one date, so it was like whatever. But and I'm so happy it didn't go any further. Like whatever, because I did kiss the boy, but whatever.
You happy it didn't go farther?
Happy I didn't suck his dick. But that's crazy.
God dang it!
Never been ghosted.
Yeah, no, I've never been ghosted before. I don't think.
Yeah, have you ever been ghosted?
No, I've done the ghosting for the most part.
Okay, I have ghosted men before. Is this my karma?
You know what? Honestly, I've been thinking about karma a lot lately, and we don't deserve the things that we've been going. I don't deserve it. I literally was looking at just the relationships that I've been in before, and I'm like, have I been that bad of a person in my relationship before? Like, what have I, like, and it just, when you start to question yourself in a sense, it's just like, I think that's nothing but the devil's work. Because,
amen.
I literally look. I'm about to get, because I've been thinking about that too. It's like, no, the karma ain't coming.
I'm telling you, I'm like, I've ghosted guys, but if they text me and be like, hey, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. You know, I got a lot going on right now, or oh, you know, I'm just not really feeling, like, I don't know. And then like I was talking to Dom about it, and Dom was like, maybe he's just not that interested in you. And I was like,
he's not
honestly, I don't think that's the case. I don't know, like, what is there to not be interested in? I'm funny, I'm pretty, I'm smart, I'm talented, I'm successful.
I'm fine as fuck.
I'm driven, I have good pussy, like, I'm a good kisser.
He didn't know the
like,
pussy yet.
Huh?
He didn't know the pussy yet.
He didn't even know the pussy yet, which is great.
I think in this situation, it could be sometimes men just aren't that into us. Like, you know what I'm saying? It could be those situations. Yeah. It really could be those situations because.
But I want to know the reason.
It may not be a woman. It may not be you, for instance. It may be because he's already invested in other places. And
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, it got to be another bitch.
Yeah, or it could just be like that. Just, I think from the little tidbits you've told me, I think it's his insecurities to me.
I know, it's weird.
But I don't know.
It's very strange. But I don't know. I've never been ghosted, so it is an interesting like mental place to be in, because you overthink it. I think it's so wrong to ghost people. I don't think I'll ever ghost anybody ever again, because you'd be like, well, what did I do wrong? Did I piss them off? Was it me? Is it you? Like, is it somebody else? Like, and it's just like, bitch, I don't even care about you to be thinking about all this, about you enough to be thinking about all this. I'm just nosy.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I just want to know, you know? But
I've done a lot of ghosting in my days. I really have. I was the queen of that with men. But remember I told you that about that one time, that guy, after we did it? When? So this was years ago. When I had sex,
the word "did it" is hilarious.
Did it had sex, but no, like I just never talked to him after that. And like he would call me and I wouldn't answer and I wouldn't respond to his text after we did it. And he was like, he seen me out one time. He was like, "You ignored me."
Oh my God, yes. Bro, and oh my God, that actually just fucking happened to me. This guy that like, I never dated him or anything, but I was cool with him. And like, I mean, I've just moved on with my life. Like I don't really talk to a lot of people, but I had ran into him in public and he kind of be, you know, blowing my line up quite a bit. Yeah. And it was just so awkward. So this did come right after. So maybe it was karma. Maybe it was my karma.
I can't stand when men don't keep it cool in public. You know what I'm saying? Like, be chill, be lax. Don't be doing the most. You know what I'm saying?
Please,
like, please don't hug me and rock with it. Like, no, we ain't cool like
bro,
that.
Oh my
God.
God.
What we did was what we did, and let's leave it at that.
I know who does that, who is so cringy. I want to tell you.
Who, Drake?
No.
Oh my God! I can't stand that from him.
Bad.
And I can't stand when men that you are really just cool with, that you've had conversations with, act like be weird in public. Like
he'll
say
hug,
hello,
bro. He'll hug and try to like rub on your leg and your lower back in front of a hoe. If you even with a nigga, it don't matter. Like,
please, have some decorum.
Oh my God! Speaking of something disgusting,
what?
Yesterday on my flight, in the midst of crying, I want everybody to picture this. In the midst of crying, trying to hold my tears back, literally like telling myself if this plane crashed, I wouldn't even care. There's a guy. Just always got to add it in there. No, but so there's a freaking guy. Keep in mind, I'm in economy. Y'all, don't ask. It's been hard.
Oh, I was in first class.
Oh, I saw. Use points, did ya?
I did, no. Look, I bought economy, but my points brought me up to first class. That's being a silver medallion.
I was in economy. But, so there's a man next to me who smelled so fucking bad. I'm talking like he smelled like ass, onions, breath, and balls.
But does he?
Literally. And every time he opened his mouth, it smelled like a goddamn cavity. Oh. And then when he stood up, I kid you not, this is through jeans, might I add. I can smell his asshole. Like, I'm not even joking. It was so bad. I've just been suffering for 2 days. And then today, I'm at home.
Smells like hot ass.
Can you imagine? I started feeling sick yesterday. I'm literally crying. I'm so depressed. And then this man has the nerve to smell like shit around me.
I'm about to end it all.
Literally, I'm about to end it all. I have no will to live at this point. So then this morning, I'm sick as a dog. And fucking Violet Did you not see the thing?
I've seen that.
Violet, if you guys, can we insert the video?
She never talks about Violet, y'all, but she has 2 cats.
I do have
Orion
2
and Violet.
cats.
One orange, one gray.
And you know what's so messed up? Last night I was thinking, what cat tattoo can I get for Orion? I was like, would it be so wrong if I got a tattoo for Orion and not Violet?
Yes, a little bit, because you got 2.
She don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, she does. That's why she act the way she be acting.
I have a closer relationship with Orion and I can't make it up.
But no, Violet had...
Okay. I pushed her off the couch. I'm trying to push her by her hind legs, right? Because I'm not even really paying attention. Her ass juice squirts on my hand. Her anal glands expressed on my hand. I've never, in 8 years of having a cat, ever experienced some shit like that.
Absolutely. Imagine a child when they shit, piss, and poop on you.
I could deal with a human, but an animal?
An animal, yeah.
From time to time, Orion will squirt out a little ass juice that stinks really bad.
Ass juice is crazy. Imagine if you had one of them little paper cuts on your hand too. Right here. Imagine the ass juice seeping through a cut.
Sorry, my throat itches.
That's disgusting.
Y'all, that is so disgusting. So I had to literally boil my arm under the hot water. Oh, God. So I just been going through it. Stinking ass people. My cat done shitted on me. Like, I don't know what's happening. I can't sleep.
This is the end for us, you guys.
I had a weird ass... I keep having these weird ass dreams, and I've been having terrible sleep lately. What about you? Sleeping like a baby?
No, I haven't.
Really? There's something going on. Yeah. We're getting cursed. We need to get a cleansing. We need to get
baptism.
No, for real. We need something good.
But so wait, I don't know. We don't need to do the social media question.
Why?
The social media question from Carrie Bradshaw, season 2, episode 9, is: can you change a man? Simple as put. Can you change a man?
No,
do you feel like you can change a man?
You really can't. I mean, if you do change a man, by the time he ends up changed, you're going to have already fallen out of love with him.
Yeah.
That's the truth right there.
I feel like men change the moment you walk away.
Exactly.
Men are exactly what you want them to be the moment you are really done in that situation.
100%. Once you are out of love is when a man wants to come back and make it right. I'm telling you right now, I'm not even kidding you. I have 2 of my exes that be in this phone consistently. Yeah. I love you. I miss you. I'm sorry. Like, why can't we do this? Oh, can we hang out? Can we do this?
Because of who you are.
All of the things that I wanted from them when we were together. And now I have no interest. I'm like, I have no interest. I don't want to fuck you. I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to sleep with you. I look at you and I don't want nothing back to do with you. Like, honestly, I really don't. And like, it's crazy that it took me falling completely out of love with you for you to actually be like, oh my God, I'm really like gonna lose her.
You're gonna lose out on the love of your life, your soulmate, everything that you ever wanted in a woman because you didn't know how to change when it was necessary to.
Right. Just come correct. I don't even want to have to change you. If I talk to you and I communicate with you, this is my boundaries. This is what I need you not to cross. Just don't fucking cross it the first time so that we don't even have to get to a point where it's like, why do you keep doing the same thing? Why do I feel like I'm trying to change you? I don't want to fucking change you. I just want you to come correct and be right the first time.
Yeah. I think, and I agree with that, but I think somebody had tagged me in this. I didn't even see this on TikTok, but somebody had tagged both of us in it and was like, we should talk about this. It was one of your podcasts one of your TikToks where you were like, if that man isn't treating you right, you should leave. If that man isn't doing this right, you should leave. Or this, and that. And I can understand what you're saying to an extent. And when it comes to changing a man, I feel like there are certain things that's compromised. I'm not about to go into anything gung-ho and being like, all right, everything that you are, let's turn that shit upside down.
Yeah.
I do think that, like, not change, but I do think that you can embellish. You can like how Beyonce says.
I agree. No, I agree.
I know you be the black, but I'm the lights that keep the streets.
No, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I think that you can have embellishments, and I think that, like, you know, like, I won't say personally, me and Winter are different in that sense, though. Like,
but I mean, I'm talking about like core shit. I'm not talking about like light shit. Like, you know, there's been times where I've dated people where I'm like, I don't like the way he dressed. I want him to dress better. Yeah. Like shit like that. Oh, I can change you. I can help you. I can, you know, teach you these things or whatever. And I'm okay also with, you know, putting in a little effort. I'm okay with giving you a little leeway. But if it's like, if I got to tell you how many fucking times to quit doing some shit, I don't want to keep trying to change you. I'm not about to keep trying to change you.
After a certain point, when I constantly reiterate the things that I'm asking for or requiring in a relationship, and you just continue to not do it, it's a sign of disrespect.
It's disrespect because just think about us as women. If our man tells us something, stop doing that, I don't like that when you do that, what are we going to do? We're going to stop doing it because we know our men don't like that. Yeah. So do we think for some reason that these men's brains don't work? They work perfectly fucking fine. They just are choosing not to give a fuck. They genuinely do not care. They make the fucking conscious effort in their brain to say, oh, I know she hates that because she's told me 15,000 times, but fuck it. Like,
I'm gonna still do it.
I'm gonna still do it. Like, so it's like, I mean, come on. It comes to a point where it's just like blatant disrespect.
Yeah, and I completely agree with that part. 1,000% agree with that. Because it's like, how many times am I gonna allow the disrespect to happen? How many times am I gonna allow certain things to continue to go because the lack of like effort that's being put into a party, you know? So I don't know. I don't think you could change a man. I don't think I would want to change a man. But I also don't think that
I could grow with somebody. But I don't want to change. I don't want to have to feel like I'm changing you.
And I don't want to change for a man. Like, I mean, honestly, like in my previous relationship, I've grown up like a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? From being 28 to 29, even though it was a long time.
Stop.
Yeah, I'm literally 32. Have I ever said that on here? Yeah, I've said that before.
They know how old you is, auntie. Somebody called me auntie the other day, bitch.
I honestly don't mind auntie. Have you seen that thing with Jackie Anna being mad about being auntie? I don't mind. I'm really,
oh my God, Jackie,
I'm literally a great auntie right now. I do not care.
Bro, do you know anything about Jackie Aina?
No.
Oh, okay. She just...
I've seen a little bit of it on TikTok. I know that the only times, because I like her content, but I don't really see it on my For You page. I only see like really funny, stupid stuff, or like little message here and there. But like, so that's how I've seen hers. But like, I've only seen her when she's been in like the controversy for like not wanting to be called auntie, and now she was unfollowing people for being in her
blocking
business.
people,
blocking people for being in her business.
Honestly, I have my own thoughts about Jackie Aina. It's not too deep of thoughts. I do have an opinion on her. I don't know. I don't even want to get into it because I don't want her people attacking me. Blessings to her.
Well, I mean, it kind of goes into one of the things we were talking about. Though.
Being called auntie?
No. It says, is social media ever a safe space for business? Like,
putting your business out there.
When your business is out there on social media, because honestly, right here, right now, we be pouring our lives out sometimes, and like we try to moderate it, but like sometimes a lot of things will like bite you back in the ass, you know?
Yes, and that's the thing. Even like right now, like it's sad that like me and you can have such like a deep conversation and like
vulnerable moment,
a very vulnerable moment, and like even though I want to like, you know, open up all the way, there's still like now a part of me that holds back a little bit, just because every time I've opened up on the internet and been extremely vulnerable, it like turns into this huge thing of like, what can people who dislike me for no reason use against me? Like even with the whole, you know, the whole TMJ teeth situation.
That was just unwarranted. That was
still to this day, literally still to this day, people are, how's your teeth? Oh my God, can you even, like it'll be like the little other fucking influencers on TikTok, you know, saying shit, and it's like you can't even be a real person anymore. And it's hard because it's like, one thing about me and us on our podcast is that we're very transparent. Like we're open, you know, I know I tell a lot of my business, like, you know, I do that on all my platforms. I have done that for years, but I want to be able to keep doing it. But it does get hard because people are so evil in this world. They want to take your weaknesses and, you know, throw them in your face, and it's fucked up.
And I think a digital footprint as well, it will always be here. So I think I have been more mindful because I have examples of situations with you, not saying that I am more closed or reserved, but like, I do have to be more mindful because, for one, sometimes the people that we talk about on these platforms, they don't have the same platform to be able to share their side of the story. So that's why I'm a little bit more mindful sometimes. And
like our family and stuff.
Yeah, like our family and like situations like that. And even
like, we're mindful about like saying our family. We don't say like our family too much.
Like, but I would like right here, right now, like, and I feel like me and all of my sisters are the same. Like, you talk about one of my family members, like, I'll shoot up the block. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll shoot up the fucking block. Like, that's one way to get to me. So it's like I try to keep those things close to my heart. And like my family is close to my heart. My relationship, it's hard for me to open up sometimes because that's also something close to me. And what people don't know, they can't critique. They can't, you know what I'm saying? They can't
give their opinions.
Yeah, and it's just like, because most of the time we're talking to each other and we're incorporating the people that listening to this. But it's like, sometimes we don't be wanting to hear all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like for people to bring it back to you. Like, I seen one thing when your teeth situation happened, and I'm not even gonna say what influencer, because I know you don't pay attention to the backlash of it.
I don't really. But when I'm in backlash, I kind of don't try to watch people's videos.
But one of them said something about your mom, and I was just like,
huh?
Yeah.
Said what?
I don't want to tell you.
No, tell me. Just tell me.
He said your own mother doesn't even like you. And I was
Who
like,
is this
and I
person?
commented, and I was like, that's completely unnecessary.
Who was it?
I don't want to tell you.
Just tell me.
Ramonte.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and that was, and you know, I don't really engage in shit like that either. Like, I'll say my little bits here and there, but I was just like, that's completely unnecessary.
I don't really, honestly, anything. I think that the world is starting to see that Raymonte is a true piece of shit, and you guys gave him a platform. So I don't really care about anything he says. I know that he was able to live in his mother's house until he was a grown ass man.
We're not here to start that beef again.
I wasn't able to, so that doesn't bother me. But that's exactly why it's hard to open up and be transparent.
Yeah, because and that's something
people
that I
will
thought
take
about.
stuff. People will take stuff and like turn it into shit that. You know, it has nothing to do with like just
it has nothing to do with
the
the problem at hand that's between us. Like, you don't bring up situations with my family or any, like, you just it has nothing to do with what we're talking about in this current moment. So I mean,
it's hard. It's definitely hard.
It's hard. So do you ever feel like it is a safe space for social media, especially for content creators?
I think that I don't think it's a safe space. I think that it is a place that sometimes you want to be open and transparent because you care more about the people who you could potentially help and relate to over the people who want to judge and, you know, hate and, you know, basically just attack you.
Yeah.
I do shit knowing that, okay, I'm going to sit here and be transparent, tell people how I really feel, and you know, it's going to make a lot of people giggle, but it's going to make a lot of other people feel seen and heard and feel related to. And those are the people that I do shit for. So yeah, I can't give a fuck if, if I sit on the podcast.
Block out the haters.
Right. If I sit on the podcast and I say, yeah, I got ghosted for the first time, and there's somebody over here making a video, Winter got ghosted, and there's somebody over here like, oh my gosh, if Winter got ghosted and I got ghosted, anybody could get ghosted.
That's such a good way to
look
at
what
this.
I mean?
Yeah, I understand completely what you're saying.
It's not for them, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Period. I had something to say to that too, but I forgot. It was to piggyback off of that though. But you basically said it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But my relationships, I do feel like the relationships got to stay off the internet just because relationships are two people and they're hard on their own. Yeah. Like even with us,
hard on his own.
Yeah, in our friendship, it's hard when like people have opinions about our friendship.
Yeah.
Because we already got to deal with our own selves, like, you know, on a day to day.
Yeah. And on our day-to-day issues, and when you and half the time y'all be completely wrong.
So off.
And it's just like, but it's literally it is hard to see sometimes, and it's hard. But it's like, I feel like that's why I've said before, I'm like, I was thinking about this the other day too. I was just like, I'm completely confident in me and my ability. I'm like, I know that so many people around me love me. It does not matter what the outsiders say sometimes. And I feel like that's what's kind of kept me grounded in this, because I definitely have, like, the more so recently, have seen more think pieces about myself as well. And I'm just like, well, look at you, loser. Here we are. You know what I'm saying?
And they be so, like, honestly, you guys be really off sometimes. Like, it's just y'all don't, like, okay, obviously we get on here every week and like we have the podcast.
They be a little right too sometimes.
What, they be a little right sometimes?
Sometimes when
they'll be right when they're arguing, I can tell. Yeah, they'll be right about that. But then when they go into depth and detail about why you think we're arguing, like, y'all really do be off.
It does. It'd be off.
But y'all be knowing when we like be having little arguments and stuff, of course.
You know what episode we talking about.
But no, but like at the end of the day, like we're best friends outside of this. Yeah. So like you guys get to see us every week, but like we've been best friends for years. So like not our whole lives ain't on the show. Yeah. We let y'all in a lot, but we don't let you in 100%.
And okay, this is what I want to say that I remembered, which is true what you're saying. But it's easy to crash out on the internet when you're having a bad day. And I used to judge people for not judge, but I'd be like, you gotta just But when you're having a bad day and when you're having a bad day and you wanna just like get it out and you wanna argue, like literally the internet is the easiest place to go.
Easy.
And I found myself like rebuttal in the comments and be like, actually, cunt. You don't know. And I'm like, I'll delete the whole paragraph that I just wrote, because I'm like, this is not me. This is not who I am. I'm not about to do this. And I literally go touch grass. So it literally is easy to get on the internet and like crash out when you see so many negative things, and you already sometimes will wake up in a bad mood. Your energy is off, and like the internet be the first place we do. And, like that's the first thing we do is grab. And I've been actively, don't mean to get religious, but I've been actively.
Don't mean to get religious.
Before I try to touch my phone in the morning, I get on my knees. Yeah, I get on my knees and I pray.
So dick. I'm sorry, it was right there.
I get on my knees to give a blowjob. But no, I've been actively trying to do that before, because like the last time I went to church, he was like, look, we got to stop being on these phones. And it's like, it is so easy to crash out, because the first thing you touch is that technology. I hate to sound.
You sound so country. That technology.
I hate to sound this way, but it's true. It's like, we got to step away from social media sometimes.
That's true.
To like, look, regain focus with ourselves. Look, y'all don't hear me, but you need to hear me.
Okay, so do we want to go on one of those retreats? When you go and it's like 3 days and you don't have your phone?
Yeah, but do they drink on it?
No.
Okay, yeah, because I don't want to be around drinking.
It's for fucking peacefulness. What the hell? What are we going to be out there taking tequila shots with no phone? No, it's just like a peaceful, like you ground yourself. You're not.
I remember when Winter first deleted TikTok or whatever. First deleted
Twitter,
and wasn't on social media. She was like, "Oh, I'm so grounded. I'm so."
And I don't even go back on that motherfucker. Last time I was on there, I was cussing people out. You see why I can't go on that app? Because it's too. Here's the other thing.
What?
When I know I could eat somebody the fuck up, chew them up, and spit them out, I'd be like, "Who are you even playing with, bitch? I will read you, like for real, like
you in the sandbox,
like y'all know, right? Like
y'all don't play them games. I don't play them kitty games, bitch. I'm here to eat you up.
Y'all know this mouth is lethal. So I'd be like, when I be seeing the shit that people be saying to me, I'd be like, bitch, you don't even have enough intelligence to argue with me. Like, so I'm like, fuck, it's just too easy. That's why I gotta stay off Twitter.
And I don't like arguing at all. Yeah. It really. It is mentally draining, so I don't like arguing at all. So I will spend a lot of time on a paragraph and like be very classy with the read and be like, and so I'm like, all the energy it took me to do that is just like I could have been focusing it somewhere else.
Yeah,
we've been all over the place.
That's funny.
We have been all over the place.
That
Wait, so
funny.
what is next? Is blah blah blah.
Does moving away for dick make you a dummy? That was something that happened a couple weeks ago, but there was like this girl who had went viral because she said that she had moved to Houston for this boy. They weren't in a relationship, but she had wanted to, I guess, pursue the relationship. And she was getting torn down, eaten up, chewed up, spit out. And I feel so bad for the girl because it's like, we've all done did a couple stupid things for, the dick before. I've personally moved out of state for dick before. And who cares? Like, you only live once. And why not? Like, y'all just be sitting in that damn room cooped up on them damn phones judging all damn day. If she want to get out there and see if that's the love of her life, then what's the big whoop?
I agree to an
extent.
But
also, don't be too dumb.
Yeah, I was about to say, to an extent, I think that, like, the metropolitan areas that we stay in, like...
is that what they're called?
Is that what they're called?
I genuinely don't know.
I think metropolitan sounds like it's not rural. Rural is like country. Metropolitan is more so like busy.
I keep staring at that like nickel by your foot. What does that mean?
Stare at this. Oh. So I was saying, so I think that we're in like the busier side, like the main states, like California, New York, Miami, like those are the main states, and they say it's the hardest to date out there. So I don't think I will judge someone for moving to a different state if they've tried all they can try in the states that are like the busiest states.
Wait, do they really say it's hard to date?
Yeah, it's
I can tell you it is.
The women are in abundance in LA. Like the women are in abundance.
It's too many options.
It's so many. So like they say that it is hard to date in LA. New York is full of beautiful women as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Miami is full of, like, these are the main states that people say it's hard to date. So that's why some people do go to Texas, and I feel like that's why
I need to go to where the ugly bitches is. Then
I'm crying. No, and you know what's crazy? When I was in Houston, I was like, I forgot how the South is. Bad bitches galore, ass, thighs, ass, body, booty, face, hip, like a Barbie, like literally. And I'm just like, I forget how thick bad country bitches are, in the South. But like, I don't think anything is wrong for moving away for that portion of it. Yeah. But I feel like for a man, it's a little bit different.
I think that they should have at least been together.
Yes, and I feel like there should have been at least some more of a commitment to it.
But I think she had said that it was more than just him. It's just like that was kind of something that pushed her. But regardless of the fact, at the end of the day, do what y'all want to do. Follow your heart. I'm not saying chase after some damn boy and move to a different state for some boy that you're not even really dealing with like that. But follow your heart. Life is short. If you want to do crazy things, I've done crazy things. I've flown 14 hours and been to Israel and been to Turkey and been to Dubai and been to England, and I've been all over the world, for people I've dated.
Yeah, if all over the world is Idaho for you, then maybe go there if you want.
Like, just follow your heart, experience life, live life, see places, meet friends.
Yeah.
Do you.
And if it doesn't work,
then hey.
You can always go back to where you came from.
Right.
But what I was saying was that I do think that you should have more to it than just moving for somebody. Like I would lose my mind if I was just simply moving for a man.
No, I would need something. I would need something.
At least have something that you can have sustainable as well. Because I feel like I remember when a guy moved for me to LA, and I'm like, I was his everything, his best friend, his confidant, I'm like, I'm trying to introduce you to all my friends so you can make friends.
Right.
And it was kind of overwhelming for me because it's like all you kind of really just had was me.
Right.
So it's just like, I would think that like maybe you should have a little bit more going on.
Right,
You should have some situations.
Meet some friends.
Make some friends.
Sure.
Do something while you move. But I don't think anything is wrong for moving for a relationship.
Yeah, no.
As long as you have something else substantial as well.
Yeah, definitely at least some friends so that they can, introduce you to other people. I would also just have to be up under somebody all damn day and like rely on them for everything. It's just like too damn much.
Yeah. So I'll just read this really quickly.
Okay.
I've been seeing my sugar daddy for 3 years. We've had a lot of ups and downs, but we've got to the point of saying, I love you. I'm moving next week to Phoenix and don't want to lose the money, but want to break off the seriousness. How can I do this without losing him? Or should I just let that man go? I care for him, but it will never work.
You already fucked up and you're not going to be able to do that.
Wait, what?
Because she's saying, like, how can I cut off the feelings part and, like, the seriousness part, but I still want to keep him as my sugar daddy? That's what she's saying. Oh. You're not going to be able to do that because now he's already got there. You should have kept him at an arm's distance and never... If y'all saying you love each other, I mean, you could say you love him, but...
Does she love him or does he only love her?
She said that they say, I love you.
She probably saying it just for the money.
Well, girl, you better have a little bit more game than that. You shouldn't be moving there with him. You should be like, I want my own place. I don't feel comfortable with us living together. I don't know. Honestly, I don't have sugar daddies. I don't know.
She's moving there, but I mean, I don't know if that's your only means of,
right?
Money. Then
how about you get a job? No, I'm just kidding.
If that's your only means of income, then I mean, I think you got to do what you got to do, and keep the money flowing. But if you have other sources of income, but
trust
sugar
me,
daddy should be easy to break.
It ain't nothing out here in these streets. So if you got a man that's loving you and taking care of you, you might want to see if he's the one. So I'm letting you know, somebody's single.
Give him some sugar.
Right.
All right. We love y'all. Thank you so much. Don't forget to tune into our Patreon. Go on our website. Are we releasing these hats today? No.
Keep in mind, we might release the hats today. We might not.
Okay, that's a big, yeah.
We'll make an announcement.
Look on our website, get our merch, get our tour tickets. We love you. See you soon. Bye.